Chapter 5, City of Summer's Light. I see you're already walking on 2 feet, Nieta. How are you feeling? We elves have magic in our blood and it keeps us alive. Still hurts in some places, but I'll get better eventually. Good to hear. It'll be kind on you to lead the way to Anon'Taure. The City of Elves is deep within Summerlight Gardens, a sacred grove where the Fae Kid dwells. Its entrance lies eastward from here, a short walking distance from the Emerald Forest. Will it really be alright, though? Is having an elven guide all it takes for a human to pass through? Truth be told, I myself don't have the answer to that. But I have seen them let a human get through once. Who's to say the same can't happen again? Just once. I don't know if that's good news or bad. Right now, it's not like we have many options between this and informing the whole realm of the Durandal's weakness. As small as our chances are, we'll take it. Please, guide us through this garden of yours. Very well. Remember, don't get irritated when anything playful happens on our way. Deep breaths, patience, and keep going. Wait, what do you mean playful? So they kicked us out to the world map. And I need to find a church. I'm not seeing one. Exotic necklace. And there we go. So we finally got rid of that wound. Just to play it safe, let's drop a save. To Summerlight Gardens. This magical forest borders Anon'Taure with the rest of the realm. This is home to the elusive Fae creatures, and most of them don't like trespassers. Mind your manners if you want to get through in one piece. Thank days we have you with us, then. At least with an elf around, they'll tone down their mischief. I won't hold my breath on that. These creatures find joy in watching the confusion and agony of others. Whether it's human, elves, or anything in between. Hint, hint. They play games with them all. We elves just don't die as easily as humans. I'm starting to think that coming here is a mistake. If only you're well enough to go on your own, we could just wait for you in Aramis' mansion while you ask the Elder for help. Far less risky than 2 humans trading through a Fae domain, I believe. As if she'd lend a hand to those who wouldn't need her themselves. The Elder isn't as generous a person you imagine her to be. She's clearly generous enough to have you help us. Do you know what she thinks about humans overall? I remember her saying that the Elvenkin has managed to prosper for centuries before humankind. We could care less if you went extinct. That's not very reassuring. Be as it may, she's still the best chance we have against the Emerald King. Less talks, more walks. Come on. So I'm hoping that this place doesn't have as many bottlenecks as the Emerald Forest did. It's looking like more of a wide open terrain that was more common in the Old North. And I don't know if this place will be very similar to Ylianne's chapter, or, well, her prologue, I mean. Humans. My days, you have no idea how relieved I am to see one of my own kind here. Who are you? How did you get here? I'm a traveling trader, see. I thought I'd make a fortune selling human crafts for the elves and vice versa. So I set out on a journey to Anon'Taure, the fabled city of elves. I expected to be a tough journey, but I didn't think I'd be trapped running in circles in this forest. Are you insane, trader? If such a journey is so easy to do, we'd have so many traders doing it right now. Look, I'm not the smartest person out there. I've done some pretty bad life decisions, but I don't deserve to die here. I saw you coming from over there, so I guess that's the way out of this cursed place. Guess I'll leave while I still can and set up shop in Montcalm or something. Certainly a brighter idea than staying here. You should probably go up as well. It's not worth risking your life just to get to the City of Elves. Don't worry, I have a competent guide with me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Please buy some things to keep you alive, would you? 75. This is a little tempting. So yeah, 75 defense. What am I currently at? 40, 40, 100. The thing is, I can get her attack power back if I actually did buy 3. Can I actually buy 3? Nope, 2 it is. Oh, the Satterhorn. Didn't realize these were so valuable, so yeah, there we go. Hopefully I don't regret spending so much money here. So yeah, why would you use that thing that lowers your health? It's counterintuitive. And I got snagged on the wall there. Does this lead back to the merchant? It's kind of what I was afraid of. The place does not travel linearly. Thought there would be something special there, but oh well. So in case you're not noticing what it is I'm doing, I'm trying to take the most heavily guarded paths. Okay, got a new move for Ylianne. That I'm actually kind of interested in. Now, I'm going to ditch Nature's Caress because it doesn't actually heal wound. I'd just rather use a crystal because it's cheaper. This has promise. Yeah, it looks like that's the trick to getting through. Just focus on the paths that are most heavily guarded, and those are the way forward. So is there a trigger here that we need to examine or something? Because I have a feeling this is actually the place we're looking for. fairy dust spam is getting ridiculous. What the hell is that? The spirit guardian of the gardens. Don't worry, he's very calm and gentle for a fey creature. Calm and friendly? It doesn't look like that to me. Now that you mention it, I think I noticed a naughty smile there. Wait. If that's what I think it means, then he wants to play us around until we're half dead. It's coming. Get ready. Nature's guidance. You usually want to kill these first because they can siphon your stamina away. I'm going to give cheer to Severin so that he can try to kill one of them more quickly. But this is their seal stamina move. So if she's guarding, I probably should have guarded myself. But we need to see what she's capable of. So sock it to me. Let's heal that up. Use observation here. Whoa, she's almost dead. I was expecting her to use the move again, but we know now she's toast. Face Slayer kill. That's a level plus. Spirit Essence, Aqua Crystal, Bright Red Crystal, Enhanced Gauntlet. Is it really gone now? Should we expect another surprise coming our way? I don't sense his presence here anymore. It must have left. These bloody spirits should really find other ways to have fun. Something that doesn't involve risking lives would be great. The elves, they don't do such things, right? Of course not. We don't tease our guests. We shred them to pieces and feed them to our man-eating pet plants the moment they step into our grove. I know. I can see the impatience in your eyes. We're close already, so why don't we keep going? Sir Severin, it's clear that she's choking, right? Right? Come on, Pierre. We'll lose our way if we don't follow right after her. You could have said that just once, Severin. Man-eating pet plants? Seriously? Don't worry, Aubrey's fun when you get to know her. Or is it Audrey? I forgot which one it is, since I haven't seen that movie. Probably a decade. Anyway, stamina burn. That can be incredibly helpful. Yep, goodbye, awkward swing. And then there was some sort of gauntlet prize. Power 3. I don't remember what else dropped, but oh well. This should be a wrong way. Damn it, I couldn't use it. Okay, screw it. Down we go. Now we make the right. We know there's an enemy in the tree from when we walked by. And we're right back here. Okay, I got to use it after all. Hot damn. And that was process of deduction. Not sure why there was a little transition there, but there was. Yeah, I thought I saw something back there, so we are looping back around. I hope there wasn't anything valuable in that area I didn't get. Is it just some kind of weird elven welcome I'm not aware of, or are we blatantly being stared at? We don't get visitors often. For most of the people here, you're only the second human to come into their city. Can't blame us for being wary. Why are the elves so reluctant to explore the world outside? There's so many things out there. Aren't you curious about it all? Aren't there some among you who are at least? You're looking at one now, Pierre. Why did you think I agreed to be your guide? Don't mind those watchful eyes. Let's go see the Elder. Her house is on the city's upper level. With the most unusual of companions, Elder wants to speak to you. Is it not clear enough that the elves don't want you in their city? What makes you think entering their houses is a good idea? I thought it's the norm. You're a noble among humans. Your commoners can't say no when you barge into their homes, but that's not how it works here. Let's leave, before anyone gets angry and puts us in trouble. Elder wants to speak to us about our swords, eh? So that's a repeat. I'm not seeing any sparklies I can interact with, because let's face it, this place is Sparkle City. Can we go into these? I'm hoping this is the right one. And what is with that sound effect? Studded leather. Oh. So yeah, I guess I did need to burn 2,000 lever on the one store. And there were sparkles on the left side of that house that made me wonder if there was something I could interact with, and the answer was no. Past their gardens. It looked more like we pushed through rather than them letting us through. Count your blessings, boy. Had they wanted you to run in circles until you die of exhaustion, they would have done so already. Now tell me, child, what important manner can there be that you must bring these unsightly creatures into our domain? The Face Slayer failed its mission, Elder. The Emerald King continues his rough awakening and is growing stronger by the minute. We come seeking your aid, hoping you may help us fight him. There's not much time before he walks the realm once again. We have lent them a guide out of generosity, and now they ask for more instead of turning into their own. The elven kin are not obliged to help them, child. Less so when they could have handled this themselves, would they swallow their pride. Don't you always think it's ironic that elves always talk about pride? You're right, we don't have to help them, but I believe that it's in our interest that we do. The human realm is governed by a balance of power, Elder. They're keeping this a secret as to not disrupt it, and so avoiding unnecessary conflicts. Let the mongrels fight among themselves for all I care. Perhaps with enough of them gone, this realm can be peaceful once more. Should the humans fight among themselves, I believe even this grove of ours can't protect us from their flames. Throughout our kin's history, have we we not always walled ourselves from human conflicts and ended in vain? I see you've learned from the Wanderer's finesse and words, Ylianne. I'll take that as a compliment. So this is the wielder of the Face Slayer. He looks the type indeed. Looks the type? Are there any criteria for someone to be able to wield the sacred sword? Well, you're certainly a slow one. Did you think these swords pick their wielders at random and he's just a lucky kid? I thought swords are metallic tools made for killing, not choosing. What in Deus' name are these things? Centuries ago, 3 swords were forged by mystic smiths of the Ravager Empire. Imbued with magic to defeat their own kin, one was made for the elves, one was made for the humans, and one to unite them both. They are powerful weapons given birth for a sole purpose, to defeat a great army from the east that threatened to invade their lands. The Celestians, these swords are relics from the era of the conquest. So that the swords won't fall into wrong hands, they were made only to accept wielders with not just physical fitness, but also certain virtues. The Face Slayer seeks temperance, common among the long-lived elves, but rarely seen in shorter-aged humans. The Garou, in contrast, seeks courage, which is often seen among humans whose shorter lives make them strive for greatness. Wait, that can't be true. I've never seen the Garou reject anyone who tries to wield it, even those without much courage. That's because every sacred sword acts differently to those they deem unworthy. You see, when wielded by someone whose merits it rejects, a sacred sword will awake the virtues they seek and push it beyond limits. So much are these virtues pushed that it became vices. For the Face Slayer, too much temperance makes one a pacifist. For the Garou, too much courage, it turns people into madmen. Be wary, wielders. Let your guard down, and you may find yourself be the weapon, and that sword your master. Now then, about helping you defeat the Emerald King. I know of one amulet of old times that protects its wearer from ancients. Its craftsmanship has been passed down from many elven generations past. However, for me to make it, I will ask you to deliver here a certain ingredient that exists only in the human realm. Anything you ask for, Elder, if it's in our ability to get it, we will. I like your conviction, so befitting of one who wields the Garou. South of this forest lies a vast mountain range, one that borders the Old North from the rest of the world. The Great White Serpent. The only way past it is to sail through the Cavern of Sylphs, which lies under the city of Levantine, where it leads to the Outer Realms. You're not going to ask us to climb it or something, are you? Nothing at all like that, boy. All you have to do is find a dire boar, a special kind that reside only in these mountains. I need a few of their tusks. Bring them to me, and I'll make you the amulet. That sounds simple enough. We should be able to find some near the village of Mudtown, shouldn't we, Sir Severin? That does seem to be so. Oh, and one more thing. From now on until you return, both the Garou and the Face Slayer shall stay here. But I can't fight without this sword. I'm no well-trained knight, just a boy given strength by the sword. Without it, I'll just be dead weight. Look, Elder, this sacred sword was trusted to me and only to me. I can't leave it to someone else's care, not even you. Then we're done here. Good luck with the Emerald King. Ylianne, you can leave those two now. Consider yourself relieved of your task. Wait, Elder, there must be some other way to do this. You came here asking for my help. Don't tell me you're not prepared to give something in return. I'm doing this out of my limitless generosity. If you don't want it, your kin can go fight each other for all I care. Fine. I will leave the Garou here until we return. Are you sure about this, Sir Severin? Let's think it through for a bit. It's either we get this amulet and hope it works, or we give up the task and tell everyone to get their armies up. Both are risky. One of these options will definitely screw the realm up. I'd gladly take a risk over a certain path to chaos. Alright, I'll try trust you on this, sir. That's more like it. Now, the swords, if you please. Should I find even a single chip on those blades when we return? My, making threats now, are you? Bark as much as you want. I can break your sword into pieces, and there's nothing your feeble human strength can do to harm me. Know your place, puny human, and learn some temperance from your friend there. Perhaps then the Face Slayer will give you a glance. Niena, take them back to Azindo the blacksmith and tell him to prepare swords for these men to borrow. Yes, Elder? I'll be waiting for your return, humans. Oh, and so do these swords, I suppose. Just for that, I'm taking your stuff. Yeah, there's a little too many sparkles in this place. I'm trying to walk by, something catches my eye, and I think, can I grab that? And there's nothing there to grab. Anyway, let's go grab. I thought you'd come with the Face Slayer for me to adore, but you just came to borrow one of our own. I have my own, but Pierre here needs something he can handle one-handed. Got anything lying around? Elves don't make weapons out of whim, human. We only craft one when somebody needs it. There's no unused sword lying around here waiting to be picked up. Every sword that goes out of my workshop belongs to someone. If you want a sword for you to wield, you'll have to borrow from somebody or wait for me to forge them. You'd forge swords for a personal use? That sounds really awesome. So, how long does it usually take? That depends a lot on the intricacy, generally around 10 to 14 years for a sword. We'd sooner turn into old dry bones before we get our hands on your craft. We need something, and we need it now. Quit shouting, human. You're here asking for a favor, yet you make demands like a robber. Coming here starts to look like a big mistake every minute. You said that every sword here belongs to someone. Does that mean everyone has a weapon of some sort? Except those deemed still too young to wield a weapon, of course. What about it? Since it's impossible to wait for you to forge new ones, can we borrow yours? What did you say? No way I'd let you touch mine. You know, I felt the same way when your elder asked us to leave our sacred swords with her. To let go of such a valuable thing and fully trust it to someone unknown to us, I understand that feeling. It's exactly because I understand such feelings that I can promise to take good care of your sword. Alright, I'll lend you mine. Wait, are you serious? You'll lend your sword to this boy? Why not? He wields the Face Slayer, Zindo. He'll know how to handle an elven sword. But it's not for free. I'll lend you my blade if you promise me one thing. And what would this one thing be? Bring me an item from the human realms, would you? A musical instrument, more specifically. Okay, where's an accordion? We gotta make Weird Al proud. That's an odd request, but I can definitely do that. Wait a minute, sister. That sword is our family heirloom. You can't lend it away just like that. Now, be honest with me, brother. You've been wanting an instrument ever since the Wanderer showed us his, haven't you? And we haven't swung those swords for years. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to breathe out of their sheaths once in a while. Alright, sis, do whatever you want. Let me prepare and sharpen the sword before you take it away. Come back here early morning. Why not just... It'll soon get dark outside anyway. Treading the Summerlight Gardens at nighttime is far more dangerous, more so for humans. Fine, but we don't have anywhere to spend the night, do we? Her house? Well, I have a house you can sleep in. Whoa, wait a second. It's not in our culture for men to sleep in a woman's house. I'm all fine if you prefer the gardens and sleep with the fey creatures. Your house it is, Niena. Please, lead the way. Sir Severin. It's just beside the altars on the upper tier of Anon'Taure. Follow me, I'll take you there. So why didn't she bring that piece of armor when she left in the first place? Is this for real? this is definitely starting to feel like a longer chapter. Especially since some of the other ones were like 20 minutes once I was done editing them. You're really bothered by this, are you, Pierre? Yes, a little, or a lot, I don't know. It's just for one night, and it's not like we're going to be close to each other while we sleep. We'll pick either the chairs or the floor. No entering her room at any circumstances. That's a good idea. Yes, I guess that'll be safe. Do all humans judge themselves to have pretty low self-control about these matters? Throughout human history, there have been a lot of problems that stem from our desires. We tend to be cautious about these in order to not be swayed, especially being too close with members of our preferred gender. If even you yourselves view your own kin as lacking control, it's no surprise finding a wielder for the Face Slayer proved to be a challenge. Anyway, I suggest you get comfortable and get some rest. You may need some time to adjust to the light. There's no nighttime in Anon'Taure. If you don't follow your body's internal clock, your sense of time will get thrown off. And how about you, Ylianne? Aren't you taking a rest as well? We haven't eaten anything, have we? I'll be back in a bit. Some of our food may not be edible for your kind. Pierre? Yes, Sir Severin? Tomorrow we'll have to walk all the way to Mudtown. It'll be a long day, and we need as much energy as we can get. Now pick a spot and make yourself comfy. You can continue watching her as much as you want in your dreams. You're up early. I thought you're saving up energy for tomorrow. This perpetual daylight is making my sleep uncomfortable. The more I lie down, the more my head aches. Welcome to Anon'Taure, where it's bright, even if the whole world outside turns dark. How's Pierre doing? Is he still hurt from the previous fight? Kid's sleeping like a log, but he's all better. We humans usually take a few months, if at all, to recover from such grave wounds. This kind of regeneration must be the Sacred Sword's power. Maybe this task has turned out to be too hard for him after all. I didn't see that coming. I thought you're the kind of strict warrior who forges his pupil by fire. After seeing him fight on our last encounter with the Emerald King, even if we try again, I doubt Pierre will be able to win it for us. He said he's not a trained warrior. Maybe you should have expected it from the beginning. You don't understand. This isn't about skill. With the Durandal guiding his hands in battle, he's good enough as is. What worries me is his lack of motivation. After our defeat, each time a problem rises, he'd suggest giving up and telling the Durandals to handle their own problem. We can't achieve victory like this, not with that kind of mindset. Say, Ylianne. I don't know if you noticed, but Pierre's been on to you since we met. Not at all subtle in my eyes, but perhaps you're not familiar with our courtship displays. I'm aware. I don't dislike being adored, but you should make it clear to him, no matter what we think about each other, this won't last. After we're done with the Emerald King, I'll return to Anon'Taure. No one knows how long it would take before I step out to your world again. Yeah, about that. Can I ask you to at least pretend you're also interested? What was that again? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I just think he can use some motivation, a reason for him to continue fighting. I was given the task to guide your way to the Emerald King, and I have done much more than just that. Still, you ask such a thing from me? It's just, no matter how good the two of us are at fighting, Pierre's the one who wields the Durandal. Even with the amulet, if he's still the same frightened boy the next time we fight the Emerald King. Forget it. I'm sorry I even asked. That was out of line. I'm trying to get some more sleep before we go. Can you tell us when the blacksmith has his swords ready? Sure. Thanks, Nina. learn how to say no. As promised, I have sharpened Azima's sword for you to use in your travels, for a while that is. It's a well-balanced blade of master craftsmanship, but not imbued with magic like the Face Slayer. You will be noticeably weaker. Remember this before going into a fight, and don't be reckless. I want that sword back in my sister's hands. It does feel awkward to handle. Take good care of them, or I'll make sure you won't get your sacred swords back. That's not a very funny joke, because it's not a joke. As Pierre said, dire boars are sometimes spotted near the village in Woodtown. We should first take a shift from Durban to Levantine, then tread the mountain path to the right of the city's cathedral. Levantine, huh? I suppose there will be many humans there. An elf walking the city's streets will no doubt draw all eyes in. I hope you're ready for that. Don't worry, Nina. As long as we're around, no one will lie a finger on you. I hope you're right. Let's go. We're running against the clock here, aren't we? Did she just smile at me? Today's